Zach Hoskins up for the Dodge City A's after Edward Gregory Jr. He draws a hit by pitch. The A's have one aboard. Hoskins. Well, they get Gregory Jr. in a rundown. One away for the A's. Hoskins in the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. A's and BeeJays, they're playing a non-league contest here tonight. It is the final game of the season for the Liberal BeeJays. The A's, of course, they have one more game to go tomorrow night against the Hayes Larks. It will be a league contest. 2-1 pitch coming. It's Thomas Rehe on the mound for the Liberal BeeJays, and Hoskins, he will swing and comes up empty and evens a count at 2. Warm evening on hand here in Liberal. Currently 98, feels like 104. Pitch swung on and missed, and that's 2 away for the A's. So that'll bring up Blake Coleman. Coleman takes a first pitch strike. Down on the count, 0-1. Coleman will be hit by pitch. Thomas Rehe with 22 innings pitched. He comes in to tonight's contest. Has a 13.09 ERA. He throws strike 1 to Perez. It's Matt Perez up for the Dodge City A's. Pitch is grounded. It's up the first base line and foul. That has Perez down in the count, 0-2. Plan is to play 7 innings here tonight. The 0-2 pitch coming from Rehe. He works from the first base side of the rubber. The BeeJays, they go with the powder blue tops tonight. Rehe misses outside. That makes it 1-2. So the powder blue tops tonight. BeeJays on the front in red, outlined in white. Their numerals in red, outlined as well. Their numerals on the back in red. There is a red and white stripe down their sleeves. Perez makes contact, sends it foul. The count will remain 1-2. A's go with the green tops tonight. Dodge City on the front in white. It's outlined in yellow, as is their numbers in white, outlined in yellow. The yellow stripes on their sleeves and their number on their back as well. 1-2. Called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the first. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. One way for the BeeJays. After Bernath led off and he flew out into center field. Larry Olivares is ahead in the count 1-0. It's Devon Polk on the mound tonight for the Dodge City A's, and he has Olivares ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Polk, the Freshman from North Central Texas College. He gets the start on the mound tonight for the A's. Delivers a called strike and has Olivares in the count at 2-1 strike. Olivares makes contact. He'll ground it to Carlos at short. The throw to first in time. 1-2 away for the BeeJays. So that'll bring up Justin Hudson. Hudson steps up to the plate. 2 away for the BeeJays here in the bottom of the first. He makes contact and sends it out into right field. So Hudson on, and the BeeJays have their first hit of the ball game. So that'll bring up Carson Willis. Willis fouls off the first pitch he sees from Polk. So the A's and BeeJays are playing their third game in a row. They started on Friday night here at Brent Gould Field. Of course, the A's, they lost that game. The ball gets away from Roberts. On a wild pitch and advances Hudson over to second. 1-1 strike the count. Polk, he'll look in. He works from the third base side of the rubber here. The pitch called strike. Gets Willis down in the count 0-2. 1-2. Pitch misses high and outside. It evens the count at 2. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard. Polk waved off a couple, has his sign, he'll come set. Delivers, it's sent foul. Count will remain 2-2. So the BeeJays are playing their final game in their 70th season. I heard that earlier on the announcement tonight. Their 70th season of Liberal BeeJay baseball. The A's are in their 18th currently in this current iteration. Pitch is grounded up the middle. Carlos trying to get to it. He'll make the... No, he won't make the throw. An infield single for Willis. And that brings up Drew Garcia. Garcia moving to the third base tonight. Another wild pitch, and that advances Willis over to second. Garcia's ahead in the count 1-0. The pitch misses outside, and he's ahead 2-0 strikes. Misses inside. Makes it 3 strikes. The pitch. It's popped up. Going out into left center field. Huff has it, and he'll pull it down ahead of the warning track. That'll end the inning. We're scoreless here in Liberal as we head to the top of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Marino leads off and checks his swing. It's called strike. Has him down in the count 0-1. Makes contact. It's on the infield, fielded by the second baseman. Throw to first in time. Rehe covering. So a 4-1 put out. So that'll bring up Paxton Huff with one away. Rehe delivers. It's outside. Huff ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Rehe had 6 hit batters coming in to tonight, 16 strikeouts and 20 walks. Pitch is called strike, and that evens a count at 1 to Paxton Huff. So we're playing a 7-inning game here tonight, instead of the regularly scheduled 9. It's a non-league contest, so they can shorten things up. It's more of an effort to save arms, and both coaches agreed on it. So we're going to play a 7-inning here. Huff ahead, or down in the count, 1-2. Delivery is swung on and missed, and that will be the second out of the inning. So 2 away for Edwin Silverio. I said it earlier, it's warm today. Still 94, feels like 101 here in Liberal, Kansas. No real wind to speak of, which makes it feel a little bit warmer than what it really is. Pitch misses low and outside. Makes it ahead in the count 1-0. Rehe delivers. Silverio fouls it. Evens a count at 1. So the defensive alignment for the BeeJays, it's Cox, Ryan, and Hudson left to right in the outfield. Drew Garcia, Bernath, Olivares, and David Garcia third to first across the infield. Pitch is swung on and missed, and that evens the count at 2. Two-two pitch to Silverio is a pitch that misses outside. The count runs full. So it's Witt behind the plate for the BeeJays and Thomas Rehe on the mound. That completes the battery. Silverio, he's the 7-hole hitter tonight for the Dodge City A's, and he'll swing and miss, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the second. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Jack Ryan leading off for the Liberal BeeJays. He takes the first pitch he sees and flies out into right field for out number 1. So that brings up the catcher, Jackson Witt. He takes a called strike and is down in the count 0-1. Polk delivers, and Witt fouls that one off, and quickly he is down in the count 0-2. Polk throws in, makes contact, does Witt. He'll fly out to Huff in center, and that is the second out of the inning. That brings up David Garcia. Coleman, Carlos, Silverio, and Perez third to first across the infield. Roberts behind home plate. Devon Polk on the mound. Completes the battery for your Dodge City A's as Polk will miss high and evens a count at 1 to Garcia. Pitch. He'll miss outside. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Polk misses low. 3-1 the count to Garcia. Same thing happened in the bottom of the first. The A's, they got 2 quick outs. And back-to-back runners made it safely. Garcia, he fouls that one off, and the count runs full. So we'll see the payoff pitch here from Devon. Looking in. On delivers inside and misses. That puts a runner on. So David Garcia draws a walk, and it's the bottom of the lineup for the Liberal BeeJays. JT Cox, he steps up. He'll step up with 1 on and 1 away. Grounded to the first baseman, Perez. He'll take it and step on the bag on his own, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the third. It is 0-0 here in Liberal. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Leading off in the top of the third, we have Dominic Roberts. So it's Roberts, Carlos, and Gregory Jr. due up. He'll ground that one. It's foul up the third baseline. Roberts down in the count 0-2 now. Rehe, he's back out on the mound for his third inning of work and delivers outside. Makes it 1-2 strikes to Roberts. The A's are trying to complete their first trip through the batting order. BeeJays, they'll be back at the top of the order when they come back to bat in the bottom of the third. A pitch misses outside again, and that evens the count at 2. We're scoreless through the first 2 innings, something that hasn't happened very often this year between the A's and BeeJays. Something that hasn't happened very often at all, period, with the Dodge City A's. Pitch, a liner right back out into center field. The A's, they have their first hit of the ball game, and they have a runner on. So that'll bring up Kane Carlos.
Number 19, Kane Carlos, shortstop, now batting.
Carlos getting his first at bat of the ball game. He steps on with one on and nobody out. Throw over to first, not in time. The A's sent a courtesy runner out. I don't remember who's wearing number 11. It's Ryan Young. Throw over to first. Again, not in time. The BeeJays pitching staff being very cognizant of having runners on, knowing that the A's, they like to steal. Pitch is actually behind Carlos, kind of like one of those trick pitches that you see in a Bananas Bowl game.
Ryan Young is the courtesy runner on first base for the A's.
Two balls and no strike to count to Carlos. Carlos, the bottom of the order for the Dodge City A's, and he takes a pitch low and inside and moves ahead 3-0. Pitch called strike. Carlos still ahead 3-1. Pitch sent foul towards the BeeJays dugout. Throw over to first again, not in time. See the payoff pitch whenever Rehe decides to deliver. He'll send it here. It's grounded to the shortstop, Bernath. They throw to second for one. They don't get the out at first, so the fielder's choice gets the lead runner.
Back to the top of the order.
So that'll return us back to the top of the order with Edward Gregory Jr. He was hit by pitch his last time up. Edward Gregory Jr., the junior from Southern University. Take the first pitch he sees and swings. Comes up empty. Down on the count, 0-1. Rehe at 40 pitches now in the ball game as Edward Gregory Jr. fouls that pitch off. And he'll fall down in the count, 0-2. O2 delivery is a throw over to first instead. They'll check on Carlos now. Rehe delivers. It's inside. It'll hit Gregory Jr., and he draws the hit by pitch for the second time in the ball game. That's the third hit by pitch in the ball game. That'll bring up Zach Hoskins. Hoskins, a junior from Lake Erie College. Two on and one away for the A's. Hoskins, he'll take a swing and come up empty. Long look back at second for Rehe. Carlos dancing around to get some attention. He'll fake the throw. He actually throws over to the second baseman, I guess, to try to avoid the balk call. Pitch. Grounded. It's fielded by the second baseman, Oliveira, as they throw to first for the... No, he drops it. So David Garcia drops it, and the A's have bases loaded. First error of the ball game belongs to the Liberal BeeJays.
Number 24, third baseman, Blake Coleman.
So that'll bring up Blake Coleman. He'll take a first pitch called strike. Pitch right down the middle for Coleman. He's down in the count, 0-1. Rehe delivers. Coleman grounds it to the shortstop. They'll throw across the diamond for the out, but the A's get a run. The RBI ground out for Blake Coleman, and the A's lead 1-0.
First baseman, number 27, Matt Perez.
Brings up Matt Perez. Perez was a redshirt freshman this year at Florida A&M University. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. A's lead 1-0 after the RBI ground out for Blake Coleman. Edward Gregory Jr. now at third. Zach Hoskins at second for the A's, and Perez fouls the pitch off. He'll even the count at 1. One pitch coming from Rehe. It's 48 pitches now in the ball game. Delivers. Perez grounds to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond is in time, and that will end the inning. The A's, they score a run. We're headed to the bottom of the third, 1-0 A's. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Back at the top of the order for the Liberal BeeJays, Devon Polk, he's back out on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Bernath, he takes a ball low and moves ahead in the count 1-0. Bernath, a freshman from Point Loma Nazarene. 2-0 pitch. Polk misses outside, and Bernath is ahead 3 balls and no strikes. 1 hit for the A's, 2 for the BeeJays. The BeeJays, they have their first error in the ball game in the last half inning, and Bernath, he draws the 4-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the third. So the BeeJays, they have their leadoff aboard to bring in Larry Olivares. Olivares, another freshman. He comes from Odessa Community College. So he steps on. He grounded out his last time up. Pitch low and inside, and he's ahead 1 ball and no strikes. What a great snag by Dom Roberts. He snags it as it was wild and almost out of the opposite batter's box. Counts 2 balls and no strikes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. These catchers, they do an excellent job at trying to keep pitches ahead of him, and that now delivered outside. It makes it 3-0 to Olivares, and Polk hasn't found the zone yet here in the top of the third. Or bottom, sorry. Bernath, he got on a 4-pitch walk. So 7 straight have missed here from Polk. He gets a called strike. He gets it in the zone there, and Olivares is ahead in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Pitch, called strike, catches enough of the outer edge of the zone, and after working ahead in the count 3-0, Olivares is now has a full count. Payoff pitch from the lefty Polk. It is sent foul. Polk, he's at 42 pitches now in the ball game. Pitch misses low and outside, and that is the second walk of the inning. So the BeeJays have runners on first and second now with nobody out, and that brings up Justin Hudson.
Number 24, right fielder Justin Hudson, preparing to bat.
Hudson, a senior this year from Queens University of Charlotte. The pitch misses high, gets Roberts up out of his stance. Hudson ahead 1-0. Dom's going to go out and have a quick conversation with Polk. Let's go ahead and thank our Grand Slam sponsors, the City of Dodge City and Ford County, the Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, Curb's Law Office, and Lewis Automotive Group. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. So the quick conversation is over. We'll go back to work. Roberts making the slow walk back to take his place behind home plate. We'll go to work with 2 on, nobody out, and Hudson ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Polk, he has his sign. Carlos covering at second. Bernath gets a lead, and pitch misses, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So Polk has definitely struggled with command this inning. Fly ball that's headed out to left field, and Hoskins there, he'll pull it down. The first out of the inning for the BeeJays.
Hitter, number 39, Carson Willis.
So that brings up Carson Willis. Willis from the University of Arkansas. So 2 on and 1 away, and Willis, he'll take a first pitch strike. Same location, but a little bit higher, and that evens the count at 1. Polk looking in. Bernath goes. Both runners go. It's over the head of Coleman at third, and that'll score a run, and we're tied at 1.
Third baseman, number 26, Gould Garcia.
So runners on first and second with 1 away and 1 run in. That brings in Drew Garcia now. The BeeJays have now hit the A's 3-1. Garcia comes up empty on the offering. Pitch. That'll miss outside. Polk will look in. He'll get his sign and come set. Takes a look back at second. Pitch inside, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Starting to approach the 1 hour mark here. As a pitch catches the outer edge of the zone and evens a count at 2. Oh, we're tied at 1. Took to the third inning, and both teams have scored in the third. 1 run apiece. Pitch way outside, and that will advance runners to second and third. Count runs full. We'll see the payoff pitch from Polk. Pitch. It's grounded and goes foul up the third baseline. Count remains full. Pitch again. It's sent out into center field, actually towards the left. Hoskins there to pull it down, and the throw in will score a run. So the RBI fly out.
Number 21, Jack Ryan.
So that brings up Jack Ryan now with 2 away. Two runs have scored, 2 out in the inning, and Jack Ryan steps up. He flew out his last time up. Ryan, a freshman from Point Loma Nazarene. Pitch flown out to right. It will go foul and out of play. A long and loud strike number 1. Ryan even in the count at 1. Willis stands out at second for the BeeJays. The pitch called strike. Pitch misses, gets away from Roberts and moves Willis over to third. Pitch. Ryan makes contact. It's a fly ball being tracked by Huff. He'll pull it down, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the fourth. The BeeJays lead at 2-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Jaden Marino with a leadoff single.
Center fielder Paxton Huff.
That's one on and nobody out for the A's. Brings up Paxton Huff. He went down swinging his last time up. Huff will take a ball outside from Rehe. Now 51 pitches in the ball game. 1-0. Misses, or called strike. So it evens the count at 1 to Huff. And he is now ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 1 strike. Sorry. 2-1 pitch coming. Huff will take it for a strike. That evens the count at 2. Two-two pitch. Moreno starts to get his lead off at first. Rehe delivers. It's popped up. It'll stay on the infield. The second baseman, Olivares, will pull it down behind the pitcher's mound for the first out of the ball game.
Batting the 7th position for Dodge City, number 1, Edwin Silverio.
So that brings up Edwin Silverio. He went down swinging the last time he was up. 1 on, 1 away for the Dodge City A's. It's Moreno on at first. He had a leadoff single to get on. Moreno starts to go, but will backtrack. It's a low ball 1. One and 1 the count. Silverio sends that one foul. It's over the third base side. One and 2 the count to Silverio. Throw back to first. In time, they picked off Marino. So now 2 away. The 1-2 delivery coming to Silverio with nobody on now. Delivers in. It's inside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 2-2 delivery. Rehe winds and delivers, and Silverio goes down swinging. They'll throw down to second to complete, or first, to complete the out, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. The BeeJays lead at 2-1. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Jackson Witt sends a pitch. It's out into center field. It's pulled down for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 29, David Garcia.
So that brings up David Garcia. Garcia sends it. It's popped up, being tracked in shallow center field, and it will be pulled down by Kane Carlos for the second out of the inning.
Number 4, left fielder, J.T. Cox.
So that brings up J.T. Cox. Coxie grounded out his last time up. We're at the bottom of the order for the Liberal BeeJays. Are completing their second trip. Pitch misses outside, and he moves ahead 1-0. Polk's got to take a second. He'll adjust his cap and will go back to work. Catches the zone, and that will even the count at 1. Polk now at 67 pitches in the ball game. We're in the bottom of the fourth, and the BeeJays, they lead it 2-1. Pitch grounded to the first base. Nobody there covering, and it's a single for Cox. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Liberal BeeJays. So that brings us back to the top of the order with Matt Bernath.
Number 3, shortstop, Matt Bernath.
First pitch to Bernath in for ball number 1. 1-0. This is low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Bernath batting .330. Takes the 2-0 pitch and pops it up. It's being tracked on the right side, right in front of the A's dugout. Matt Perez has it, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the fifth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Dom Roberts set to lead off for the Dodge City A's as they work to complete their second trip through the batting orders. Roberts, another Lake Erie product, as he takes a called strike. Rehe back on the mound for the BeeJays. He's out for his fourth inning. Pitch swung on and missed. Roberts quickly down 0-2. Pitch is fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. This is outside. Makes it 1-2 strikes to Roberts. Singled his last time up. Pitch is grounded to the third base side. Throw to first in time, and that is the first out of the inning. One away for the A's, and that brings in Kane Carlos. So Carlos, he steps in. He hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The freshman from Eastern Arizona College.
Carlos, the shortstop, batting in the ninth position.
Rehe, he's at 64 pitches now in the ball game. It's a pitch low to Carlos. It's ball one. Carlos ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch is in for strike number 1. Two-one pitch, misses out. It bounces towards the backstop. It's 3-1 the count now to Carlos. Three-one pitch from Rehe. Wind and deliver. It's inside and called strike. The count runs full. And Carlos fouls off the payoff pitch. We'll see another one. Nobody on, one away for the A's here in the top of the 5th inning. So the 7-inning ball game. Since it's a non-league contest, it's shortened to help save a little bit of pitching. 3-2 again. Carlos sends it foul up the third base line, and count remains full. Another 3-2 pitch coming from Rehe. He delivers. Carlos fouls it up the third base line again. 3 straight have been fouled off after running the count full. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming for Carlos. The A's, they've been out hit 4-2. Pitch misses low, and Carlos draws the walk. That'll return us to the top of the order with Edward Gregory Jr.
Back at the top of the order, in the Dodge City A's, number 6, Edward Gregory Jr., the designated hitter.
So Edward Gregory Jr. gets a half night off tonight. He takes a swing and a miss as he's the designated hitter. Finds himself down in the count 0-1. He's been hit by pitch twice in the ball game. Throw back to first, not in time. The pitch misses low. That's going to send Carlos over to second on the wild pitch. One and one the count to Gregory Jr. One pitch coming. Swung on and missed, and that has him down in the count 1-2. One-two delivery coming. It's low, gets away from Witt, but not far enough to allow advancement. Gregory Jr., he's batting .284 on the season. Count 2-2 with one away. He takes a long look back at second. Gregory Jr. is hit for the third time. It's the fourth hit batter in the ballgame. So that'll put runners on at first and second with one away.
Left fielder, Zach Hoskins, number 9.
That'll bring up Zach Hoskins. 3 times hit by pitch in the same ball game. That's kind of unreal to think about. Hoskins, he's 0 for 2. He got on an error his last time up. Hoskins batting an even .500 on the season. A long look back at second from Rehe. He'll fake the throw and reset the clock. Something the A's are going to have to get used to as they head into the NBC World Series. A 2-minute in-between inning clock and a 20-second pitch clock. Pitch is swung on and missed by Hoskins, and he's down in the count 0-1. Rehe delivers. It's a called strike. Gets Hoskins down 0-2. National Beef, tonight's buyout sponsor in Liberal. So they have their buyout sponsors. They also cooked hamburgers. They had free hamburgers for the crowd as Hoskins, he'll go down swinging for the second out of the ball game, or the inning, sorry.
Third baseman, number 24, Blake Coleman. coming to bat.
So 2 away for the A's. They have runners on at first and second. Edward Gregory at first, Carlos at second. That brings up Blake Coleman. He's the other batter that has been hit by the BeeJays pitching staff. By Rehe, actually. He grounded out his last time up. He takes a first pitch strike. Finds himself down 0-1. Coleman batting .340 on the season. The 0-1 pitch. Coleman swings and misses and is down 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And it hits Coleman for the second time. The 5th hit batter in the ball game.
Number 27, first baseman, Matt Perez.
That brings up Matt Perez. Perez 0 for 2. He grounded out the last time he was up. Batting .311 on the season. Bases loaded for the Dodge City A's. Pitch misses low to Perez. He moves ahead 1-0. .1-0 pitch. Perez makes contact, sends it out to center field. It'll be caught by the center fielder. The A's leave him loaded, and we are headed to the bottom of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball.
Okay.
Count even at 1 to Olivares. He leads off here in the bottom of the 5th. He walked on his last time up. He's down in the count, 1-2. Devon Polk's back out. He's out for his 5th inning of work on the mound. BeeJays lead at 2-1. The pitch grounded up the middle, cut off by Silverio. The throw to first in time. Perez stretching out for that one, and the first out of the inning. Nobody on and one away for Justin Hudson. Hudson, he's 1 for 2. Flew out in his last at bat. The A's, they've stranded 6 runners so far in the ball game. The BeeJays, they've stranded 5. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It is a 2-1 advantage for the BeeJays. Pitch misses high to Hudson, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error for the BeeJays, 1 run on 2 hits and no errors for the A's as Hudson sends that one to the left and foul. It evens a count at 1. One pitch coming from Polk. Hudson makes contact. It's popped up. Ranging in is Huff in center field, and he'll pull it down for the second out of the inning.
Now up is number 39.
So that brings up Carson Willis. Willis takes a first pitch ball. One pitch. They say he went around. Down in the count, 1-2 is Willis. Willis makes contact, and it is snagged by Blake Coleman at third. It's snagged out of the air and robs a hit that will send us to the top of the 6th. We're headed to the 6th inning. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Well, the BeeJays make a pitching change and go to Leandro Tamaki. Jaden Moreno leading off for the Dodge City A's. He fouls off the first pitch he sees and takes a pitch low to even the count at 1. Moreno batting .322 on the season. Two balls and no strikes a count. Tamaki delivers. It's low. Moreno ahead 3-1. Three-one pitch. Moreno fouls it off. Count runneth full. Pitch swung on and missed. It is the first out of the inning. Moreno goes down on strikes, and that brings up Paxton Huff. Huff is 0 for 2. His strikeout and a flyout has been his night at the plate. Huff batting .220 on the season. Lights coming on here at Brent Gould Field. The pitch called strike. The 0-1. Tamaki delivers high and evens a count at 1 to Huff. Nobody on and one away for the A's. We're in the top of the 6th of a 7-inning game. So unless the A's can score some runs, this one will be over in the next, after the top of the 7th. Pitches in and called strike. Huff down 1-2. Pitch catches Huff looking for the second out of the inning. 2 away for Edwin Silverio, who is 0 for 2. He was out on a dropped third strike. He's actually struck out swinging before that. So 2 straight strikeouts for Silverio, and he's batting .226. Grounded up the first base line. It'll go foul. Silverio down 0-1 now. 2 away for the A's in the top of the 6th. The A's and BeeJays, they scored their runs in the 3rd inning. Pitch misses outside and evens a count at 1. The 1-1, Tamaki gets Silverio to swing and comes up empty. Silverio falls down in the count, 1-2. The A's, they come into tonight 18-18 on the season. It's a non-league game, so it'll have absolutely no bearing on the league standings. The A's have completed the league standings with the Liberal BeeJays. Pitch was fouled off. Count remains 1-2. The 1-2 pitch missed low. The count's even at 2. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard with nobody on. Silverio gets caught looking for the third strikeout of the game and the third out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Drew Garcia leads off for the Liberal BeeJays. Makes contact and sends one to left field. Going and gone. It's a home run over the left field wall. So the A's, they now trail it 3-1. So that'll bring up
Number 21, center fielder.
Jack Ryan. Ryan, he's 0 for 2. He's flown out both times he's been up. Once to right and once to center. So he steps on with nobody on, nobody out. Takes a pitch inside for ball one. There is no work down in the A's bullpen, so this might be it. We might see a complete game, although not what you would really hope for in a result unless the A's can score some runs. A pitch is popped up. It'll be pulled down by Paxton Huff as he ranges hard to his right for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Jackson Witt. Witt, he flew out 2 times. So nobody on and one away for the catcher. A relatively quiet night here at the ballpark. The BeeJays at 2 in the third and now 1 in the sixth. They lead at 3-1. Polk delivers a ball. He's at 90 pitches in the ball game. The BeeJays, they went to Leandro Tamaki as that pitch is grounded to Carlos to throw across the diamond in time, and the second out of the inning. So that brings up David Garcia with 2 away. Pitch. It's a fly ball headed to left field, and it is gone. So both Garcias hit home run in the bottom of the sixth, and the BeeJays lead at 4-1. Well, the A's are down to their final 3 outs. They've got to score at least 3 in the top of the seventh if they want to extend this ball game. That brings up JT Cox. Cox, he's at 1 for 2. He singled the last time he was up. The A's, they've now been out hit 6-2. The pitch. This is outside from Polk, and that puts Cox ahead in the count 1-0. Final game of the season here tonight for the Liberal BeeJays. They wrap up their 70th season. The pitch flies out to Huff on the warning track, and that will end the inning. We're headed to the top of the seventh. It's the final 3 outs for the Dodge City A's. We'll have that coming up when we come back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The A's are down to their final 3 outs, and Sean Sage takes over the mound for the Liberal BeeJays. Roberts ahead in the count, 2-0. Sage delivers a strike. Curveball. Roberts makes contact. It's popped up, going out into center field, and Ryan has it for the first out of the inning.
Next up is number 19, the shortstop, Kane.
Brings up Kane Carlos. Nobody on and one away for Carlos. He walked on his last time up. The pitch, Carlos swung and missed. Finds himself down 0-1. Sage, a lefty from Anna Maria University. Pitch misses high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sage breaks off a backdoor bender. It gets Carlos down in the count, 1-2. The A's are down to their final 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th. The BeeJays leading 4-1. The pitch, golf swung and fouled up the third baseline. The count remains 1-2. Carlos, the 1-2 pitch, misses high and outside, and it evens the count at 2. Carlos makes contact. It's a fly ball out towards center field. Ryan's got it, and that is out number 2. So the A's are down to their final out, and brings up Edward Gregory Jr., who has been hit by pitch 3 times in the ball game. He's a designated hitter tonight for the Dodge City A's. He's down in the count, 0-1. Sage delivers a strike. So Polk, he'll end up probably going the complete game and take the loss for the Dodge City A's. Pitch down low to Gregory. It evens the count at 1. Sage misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Sage delivers a 2-1 and misses outside. Three balls and 1 strike the count to Edward Gregory Jr. Pitch called strike. It runs the count full. Edward Gregory Jr. thought he had drawn the walk. So we'll see the payoff pitch from Sage. The delivery Comes set and fires in. It's driven out into right field, so technically Edward Gregory Jr. will have a 1-for-1 performance tonight with 3 hit by pitches.
Left fielder number 9, Zach Hoskins.
Brings up Zach Hoskins. Hoskins, he's 0 for 3. Struck out swinging the last time he was up. He sends one out into center field that drops in for a hit. And the A's have runners at first and second. So that'll bring up Blake Coleman. He's 0 for 1.
Number 24, Blake Coleman.
So Coleman, he now represents the tying run. The A's, they have 2 away as well. So Edward Gregory Jr. at second, Hoskins at first. First pitch to Coleman. Catches the outer edge of the zone and gets him down in the count 0-1. One from Sage, sorry. It's fouled off. Coleman down in the count 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Down low. Makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. The home crowd, they get to clapping when it is down to the final strike of the game. 1-2 delivery. This is outside and evens the count at 2. It's Deuces Wild across the top of the scoreboard. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That will end the ball game. The BeeJays, they win at 4-1. We'll keep it right here. Let's go ahead and do our final game wrap-up, and we'll sign off on the 37th game of the season for the Dodge City A's.
We'd like to congratulate them on their trip to the NBC tournament and wish them well.
So let's take a look.
For tonight's game. We look forward to seeing you all next season right here at Brent Gould Field. Please drive home.
Rehe will take the win for the Liberal BeeJays.
Again, thank you to National Beef.
And of course, Devon Polk goes the complete game and takes the loss for the Dodge City A's. So the BeeJays, they score 2 in the third and 2 in the sixth. 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They strand 5. Your A's, they score 1 run in the third, 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and they strand 8. The scoring summary for your Dodge City A's, it'll be quick. The A's, they scored their lone run in the third as Dominic Roberts would lead off. He would hit a single. And Kane Carlos, who hit into the fielder's choice, would erase Dominic Roberts off the base paths, but Kane, he would come around and score. He would be driven in during the Blake Coleman at bat as he grounded out. That would be the 1 run for the Dodge City A's. They had runners on in multiple innings, and they had opportunities as well, especially with Edward Gregory Jr. He was on base all 4 times he was at the plate. He was hit by pitch 3 times and singled here in the 7th. That'll wrap it up for game 37 of the season. The A's, they fall to the BeeJays 4-1. Game 38, the final game of the regular season, coming up tomorrow between the A's and Hayes Larks. It is a league contest. It will come live tomorrow from Larks Park. First pitch set for 7 p.m. We'll have it right here on YouTube for you. I am Justin Hergert alongside for tonight's call. We thank you for following along for the entire A's board and organization. We thank you for being here, and we are headed back home to face the Hayes Larks. It is in Hayes, America tomorrow night, 7 p.m. first pitch. You have been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.